Hello and welcome to I Explore. Today we're going to take a look at the many fish and chip shops around Cleethorpes. So let's go. Okay, so I've walked up a bit further and behind me, up there are some people catching their own fish. But you can actually do that round here, it's perfectly alright. You can stick your rod in there and hopefully you can get yourself a piece of fish for your dinner. Or alternatively, we can go and look at the fish and chip shops. Which is that way, and that is where we're going now. So coming up to this fish and chip shop now, this is the Mermaid. Now this used to be the waiting room for the stations where you sat in there waiting for your trains, but now it's the Mermaid fish and chip shop. And there is a plaque round here somewhere, which I'll show you in a moment. Come round to where the plaque is. Now this is actually on the Cleethorpes Heritage Trail, as you can see there. Built in 1883. So walked up to one of the biggest fish and chip places in Cleethorpes and restaurant as well. So we turn the camera around, it's Papa's up there. So I'm now on Alexandra Road. Like I was saying, there was many fish and chip shops down here. The newest one, I believe, was just not long ago, was the Empire. There's one along there as well. And I think that's the only ones down this part. There's three of them. So let's move down. Like I say, we're going to go through there towards the marketplace. So let's have a look. We're now walking down Market Street. There's another chippy here. This is Maggie's. We're coming up to here. This is also a good one. I've been in there myself. Tastes pretty nicely, that one. Now we're going to walk up to another famous one. I think you might all know this one, Ernie Becketts. And then across the road from there, when I turn the camera around in a minute, this one is Ernie Becketts there. And like I was saying, across the road here, that is Steele's. So I've been in there many a times myself, and obviously in Ernie Becketts as well. So we're going to go through there and have a look at another famous fish and chip shop from round Cleethorpes. So let's carry on. So that plaque I just shown you was on the side of Steele's. It's just called the Corner House now, but I think most people, locals, know it as that, but it's a really nice place to have fish and chips. So let's carry on. So road from me is the Ocean Bar. That's another fish and chip shop across there. Really nice in there too, got a restaurant. Okay, so that was the Ocean Bar on St Peter's Avenue. Now we're going to head back into Grimsby and have a look at some of the fish and chip shops down there as well. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I'm now down Fairmont Road. Okay, which is off Humberston Road, and there's another fish and chip shop that probably a lot of you know, Marklew's. Across the road there you can see Five Ways Fisheries. This is on Park Street. So there's another one. So now I'm going to head to the next fish and chip shop. This one is the Blue Ocean. This is the one I use quite a lot actually. They're really good in there. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, a famous one this time when we get to it. So let's go. Now we've come down to that famous chippy I was telling you about, which is the P-Bung. Okay, everybody knows about this one locally. Really good, and I remember it being inside there. Roughly the hatches round about here, way back when. Okay, but across the road, over there used to be Cox's. That's another famous fish and chip shop, but that sadly got knocked down not long ago. Okay, so the original P-Bung wasn't where that one is now. It was actually at the bottom of Corporation Bridge, where the job centre is across the road where the Palace Theatre was. Currently, I don't know what it is now. It used to be that Carphone Warehouse, roughly there. And it was there before the Palace Theatre was ever built. So yeah, that's now obviously behind us there, across the road. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so we'll come to the end of another video. As you can see, I'm sat in a pub for a change, better than being outside, methinks. So I'd like to thank all my new subscribers and all my viewers for watching my channel. I'll see you next time on the next video. Cheers.